Semicolons are a punctuation mark that can give your writing more clarity and sophistication when used correctly. They can seem tricky at first, but once you understand their purpose, you'll see they're not as complicated as they might seem. Semicolons serve two main functions: breaking up complex lists and joining closely related clauses in a sentence. A semicolon can help when you're writing a list where the items already contain commas. Without semicolons, the list can become confusing because it's hard to tell where one item ends and the next one begins. Semicolons separate the list items more clearly, especially when the items are long or have their own punctuation. For example, on our trip, we visited Paris, France, Berlin, Germany, and Rome, Italy. In this sentence, each city is paired with its country, and each pair is separated by a semicolon. Without the semicolons, the commas alone would make the sentence hard to read and understand. Here's another example. For the picnic, we brought sandwiches with ham, cheese, and lettuce, fruit salad with apples, grapes, and oranges, and drinks like soda, water, and lemonade. Without the semicolons, the list would look messy and confusing because of all the commas. The semicolons neatly separate each item. Semicolons can also be used to join two closely related independent clauses, complete sentences, without using a conjunction like and or but. This use of semicolons shows that the ideas in the two clauses are linked more closely than if they were just two separate sentences. For example, I finished my homework early. I had time to watch my favorite show. In this sentence, the semicolon joins two related ideas: finishing homework early and having time to watch TV. The semicolon suggests that one leads to the other, giving the sentence a nice flow. Another example is, she loves reading mystery novels. They always keep her guessing. The semicolon here links the two related thoughts without needing a word like because or and, making the sentence feel more connected and polished. Semicolons versus commas. Commas are usually used for smaller breaks within sentences, like separating items in a simple list or setting off extra information. Semicolons, on the other hand, are used to create a stronger separation between items in complex lists or to join complete thoughts without a conjunction. Semicolons versus colons. Colons are often used to introduce a list, explanation, or example after a complete sentence. Semicolons connect two closely related but independent ideas, or help separate complex list items. For example, she brought everything she needed: a notebook, a pen, and her calculator, using a colon because it introduces a list. She studied hard for her exams. She wanted to do well in every subject, using a semicolon because it links two related sentences. Don't use a semicolon with conjunctions. Semicolons replace conjunctions like and, but, and so don't use both. Don't use semicolons for complete separation. If two sentences are not closely related, a full stop is better. Semicolons are great for adding variety to your writing and making your sentences more interesting. They help you connect ideas smoothly and keep your lists organized. Practice using them in your writing, and they will become a helpful tool in expressing your thoughts clearly and stylishly.